doubts and lies. So many people talk about the fact that they are doubting when it comes to consciously creating their life. The thing is, you're not really doubting, you just won't let go of what was created because of two different reasons. We're going to talk about that today. This is Susie, your beautiful millionaire swan queen. Welcome back to the garden, my beautiful ducklings. Subscribe, smash the like button, share my videos. I promise I love you forever. I'm a life coach and I have a paid Facebook group. If you are interested in working with me, check out my website below. I would love to help you drastically change your life for the better. Doubts, lies. I get that in every call, every text coaching. Everybody always says, but Susie, what if you're rejecting? Doubts, lies, thinking that, this is hard. All of this stuff points to the fact that you truly 100% do not want your manifestation yet. When you come to me and you say, I want to change my life, but we haven't been in communication. I want to be with this person, but he's ghosting me. When you are talking about that, you got to start digging deep and going dumpster diving as to find out why you still don't want this. There is a reason that there is a delay. So you decide you want this. You have to focus forward until you get it. But when you pull those doubts out and you say, I have anxiety, I'm panicking, I feel like I'm lying, I'm doing all the tools, the techniques, the tips, but nothing is working, it's because in reality, you still do not want your manifestation truly. And I can prove this. So if you are manifesting a specific person and you are still talking about the things that they did wrong in the previous reversion of that relationship. So you are manifesting this person, and the version you are talking about is the one who ghosted you, is the one who iced you, blocked you, isn't showing up in the way you want them to do. And you are affirming that your relationship is perfect. You're rejecting your relationship by saying it's perfect. Because perfect is ghosting, icing, blocking. If you are still telling your best friend, your family, your coworkers, everybody who's willing to listen, if you're typing it out on Facebook, Insta, or in an email to me, you're still doubting. I had somebody tell me the other day, well, I thought you needed to know where I'm at. I don't need to know where you're at because you're reaching out to me for help because you're stuck in where you're at. But when you put that little word, but, followed by whatever you want to create, but, he's not doing this. But she's not doing that. I'm wanting to manifest my specific person, but I'm not seeing results in 3D. You're using the results and 3D to say, I don't want it yet. So figure out, are you still mad at this person? Do you feel guilty because now that you consciously create your reality, you know that you created this? Are you mad at them? Do you want an apology? Do you think you're owed an apology? Are you so set on they need to change? Because they don't need to do anything. They're waiting for you to make up your mind. Remember the bubble analogy. I want to be married to Jared. But Jared's not being nice to me. He's not doing the things I want him to do. So he's going to hear she loves me and wants to marry me, but just not yet. But not yet. If you are saying, I love Jared, and he's ghosting me, Jared's hearing, don't call her, don't text her, don't show up. If you want to be with Jared and you say, I love him, but no matter what, somehow, some way this is working and he's going to show up for me, Jared's hearing, I love you and I need to show up somehow, some way for you. But you didn't tell him when. You just said somehow, some way he's going to show up. So you're not saying when, so how does he know when to show up? That's why you put always and now in your statements, questions, and phrases. Because when you say, I love Jared, but now he always shows up for me, Jared hears that you love him and now he needs to show up for you. If you are saying, I love Jared and he always shows up for me, then Jared's thinking that he's done it since the moment he met you and he'll do it to the moment he dies. See where I'm going with this? Our words are blocking our creation. And because you're saying, I have anxiety, I'm ghosted, I have a panic attack, how dare they lie to me? Because they're lying to me. I know they're lying to me. It's your way of rejecting. So when you go dumpster diving, there's 2 reasons to reject. 1, you're guilty. You feel guilty because of what was created, and you know that at the root you were the cause of it because you focused on the wrong thing. So you are blaming yourself, or you can't accept responsibility and you are blaming them. So you are angry because you feel guilty and you're blaming somebody, yourself or them. Who are you blaming? I blame myself. Because I can find 1,000,001 reasons why I want to reject the relationship. I can find 2,000,002 reasons why I want the relationship. I can find 1,000,000,000 reasons why I want the relationship, and I can keep coming up with one consistent reason why I don't. And I repeat it all the time. Radio silence. Radio silence. You guys call it ghosting or no contact, icing. Let's see, what else can we call it? Disrespect. Not showing up in the way I need. The perfect relationship. It's radio silence. And you know how you break radio silence? You turn on the radio. But you don't want to do it because there's still something you refuse to let go of in the past that has happened so you can move forward. What is that thing that you refuse to let go of? Is it that you created it? That they played the part perfectly? Is it that you truly want to believe that this was an accidental creation that you really truly didn't create? Either way, it doesn't matter. You have to start with 1, do I really truly want this? 2, am I willing to be wrong and move forward and get it? And 3, the most important thing, can I just let all that crap go? That crap doesn't mean anything. Because once you get back into that relationship, you can't bring up that past. You gotta stop with the, things didn't work out in the past. I don't know if they're gonna want me again. You're telling them what you don't want. If somebody's coming up to you and saying, stop ignoring me, stop running away, you're ghosting me, they're not ghosting you. You're ghosting them. Think about this for a second. They're not the one running around saying you ghosted them. You're the one running around saying they ghosted me. You put them in that spot. So Baby Yoda is sitting next to my Beyond Blessed pillow. And the football pillow is to the other side. I get to decide which pillow I want Baby Yoda to sit next to. So do I want it to be the Beyond Blessed? Or do I want it to be my football pillow? Oh, wait, look. There's the football pillow. And there's Baby Yoda next to both of them. I just changed the scenery. That's the future because it's football season. This is the past, the present, and the future. Which do you want? I can't make you decide. All I can do is teach you and show you what exactly you're doing. But if you are the one walking around talking about what this person is doing to you, you are the one rejecting that relationship. You are the one rejecting the money, the car, the house, the job. If you are walking around saying, I have to get a job by this date at this time, or I'm going to lose my house. If I don't get a job, I'm going to lose my car. If I don't get a job, I'm going to lose my visa. If I don't get a job, I'm going to be homeless. Your true focus is on lack. Instead of walking around saying, thank you, I'm so blessed, I have an amazing job. Thank you, I'm so blessed, I have an amazing job. You are rejecting what you want. So if you wanted to leave your country and fly to the United States right now, people are telling me it can't be done because of the virus. Well, that's not true, because I know a lot of people who are flying right now. I know a lot of people who are going on vacation. I know people that are traveling. I know hotel managers, and they're saying business is down, but it's not dead. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hotels within 2 blocks from me. They have lots of cars in their parking lot every single night. So people are traveling. But when you're saying, I can't be with my person because of the virus and we can't travel, you just got to quarantine for 14 days before you can go out in public. So if you were to fly to your specific person and have to be quarantined with them for 14 days, that's a 2-week honeymoon. Why are you rejecting it? And then you're throwing out the big fancy doctor words, anxiety, panic attack, because it justifies what you're doing. Well, here's the thing. I did a video on why a lie can be a good thing. A lie, if you persist in, hardens into fact and becomes true. So you are persisting in the truth instead of saying, you know what? I want to create this, so I'm going to make this true. I want to create this, so I'm going to make it true. I want to create being with my specific person. So somehow, some way, right now, I'm going to be with my specific person. I like Minion Dave. I bought a Minion Dave for Halloween. We'll have to see if the 4-year-old will give it back to me. He's really cute. Minion Dave gives me everything and anything I want. And then he will send the delivery people, because Dawn boxes it all up nice and pretty and ships it out, and all these little delivery people bring it to you. And they'll come up to you and go, do you really want Jared? Because we got this guy over here. And he's really nice. He's yummy. He's your type. And you're like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Because you're window shopping. You're still mad at your Jared. And this guy looks really nice because there's no resistance. Your anxiety, your panic attacks, your lies, it's because you are rejecting your manifestation. I can't make you accept it. I can give you the teachings and the tools and the techniques to change it. But when you don't want to talk to a coworker at work, if there's a cash register person that you don't want to deal with, every time I go into the cell phone store, I refuse to deal with this one guy at the cell phone company. Absolutely, positively refuse to deal with him. To the point, I drove an hour and a half away from my home to get a new cell phone so I didn't have to deal with him. That is how far we will go out of our way to make sure that we are treated with respect and that we are kept in our own comfort zone. So your comfort zone is the lie, the panic attack, and everything else. So Friday I had a coaching with a lady. Beautiful lady. Sunday, things flipped on her. Friday evening, I talked to her. Sunday, she got a partial manifestation. It's actually huge because it is a step forward to what she wants. She hadn't seen her guy in months, and she saw him Sunday. Because we changed the story and anchored a new story, started asking better questions, and persisted in the assumption, and Sunday it hardened into fact. It's step 1, she changed her story. Step 2, she persisted in the new questions that we came up with. Step 3, she praised. Step 4, it showed up. Now it's just a matter of reinforcing what she did. So in less than 48 hours, it flipped. But if you are arguing with your person because you're saying they're lying to you, you don't want to be with them. If you are arguing with them in your head, you don't want to be with them. You got to stop talking about the things that you don't want, and you got to start praising this person. Again, we all have pictures of the people that we love on our phones. Are you going to pull that picture out and start yelling at that person and cussing them out and telling them how horrible they are? Or are you going to cry and say, I wish we could get back together again? Because if you're curled up on a ball on my couch, crying your eyes out because you're not getting what you want, I guarantee you it's because you don't truly want it. Start dumpster diving in your own garbage can to find out why you are rejecting your manifestation if all you want to do is talk about doubts. If you want to talk about the old story, you're going to bring it up as soon as you get with this person, and then you're going to wind up in separation again. And then you're going to manifest him back, and then you're going to wind up in separation again. And then your phrase is going to be hot and cold. Give him a new nickname. Create the new character you want and praise it over and over and over again, and ask your questions, because one question will drastically change your life for the better. And if you want that amazing relationship, you have to keep asking, why is this relationship absolutely amazing? And then when they do something nice, that's why. And then when they do something sweet, that's why. If they show up romantic, that's why. I text them first. They responded. That's not something nice. You're rejecting because they responded, and you're saying, I'm always having to reach out first. Well, if you're saying I always reach out first, then how can they text you first? Think about all the words you say all day long about what you don't want your specific person to do, and then you will realize that they're doing exactly what you say you don't want them to do, because that is your dominant thought. You guys have an absolutely positively amazing day. I love you. And as always, leave me a comment and let me know how I'm drastically changing your life for the better.